Good morning, dear students. Last class we discussed allotrope forms of sulfur, that is rhombic sulfur and monoclinic sulfur. The next one we discussed sulfur dioxide, preparation methods and their properties. The next one is the oxoacids of sulfur. Oxoacids of sulfur. Right. The first one is the H2 SO3, H2SO3, sulfurous acid, sulfurous acid. Right. So what is the structure? Sulfur is having the two hydrogens. It forms 2 OH. So the other one is the double bond. So how many electrons? 1, 2, 3, 4. How many electrons around the sulfur? 6 electrons. One is the lone pair. Just like a sp3 hybridization, right? So 1 sigma, 1 lone pair, 3 sigma, 1 lone pair. Total is equal to 4. That is sp3 hybridization, sulfurous acid. So what is the oxidation state? What is the oxidation state of sulfur here? Right. So -6 plus 1. So this one is a -6. This one is a +2. Hydrogen, each hydrogen plus 1. What is the oxidation state of sulfur? +4. Right. Sulfurous acid. The next one is the sulfuric acid, H2SO4, H2SO4, sulfuric acid. So sulfuric acid, yes, right, you can write OH, you can write any left side or right side, there is no problem. So instead of one lone pair, there is a, just like a, so what is the structure? Tetrahedron structure, sp3 hybridization. This one also sp3 hybridization, right? So this one is just like a pyramidal, ammonia pyramidal, right? So pyramidal structure, just like a pyramidal, right? So this one is a tetrahedron, sp3 hybridization. So what is the oxidation state? -8 plus 2. So what is the oxidation state? +6. Right. So when sulfur is less oxidation state, generally you call it as us acids. If the oxidation is more, generally you call it as ic acid. Suppose copper +1, copper +2, right? So CuCl, you can call it as cuprous chloride. CuCl2, you can call it as cupric. This one is cupric, this one is cuprous, right? So this one is a +1, +2. Generally, less oxidation state, generally you call it as us. More oxidation, you can call it as ic. Just like ferrous and ferric. Ferrous oxide, ferric oxide, Fe2O3. Here the oxidation state of iron is +2. Here the oxidation state of iron is +3. What is this one? Ferrous or OUS. This one is ferric, right? So more oxidation state, generally you call it as ic acids. Less oxidation state, you can call it as us acid. In general, not in general, us acids and ic acids. The next one is peroxodisulfuric acid. Peroxodisulfuric disulfuric acid, peroxo disulfuric acid, right? So what you have to write? Sulfuric acid, it forms peroxy bond, S double bond O, this one is one OH, right? So other OH, S double bond O, right? So you can write it as a OH, you can write it, right? So this bond, O bond, generally you call it as peroxy bond, hydrogen peroxide, O bond, right? Generally O bond, you can call it as peroxy bond, peroxy bond, right? So it is a sulfuric acid, so just like a sulfuric acid, right? So by losing of two hydrogens, right? By losing of two hydrogens from the 2 sulfuric acid, that results the peroxo disulfuric acid. What is the formula of this one? H2 S2, right? H2, how many oxygens? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So H2S2O8. Peroxo, this is peroxy bond. Disulfuric acid, it is this compound is resulted from these two molecules of sulfuric acid. So if it is OH, suppose if it is OH, it is a sulfuric acid. If it is OH, it is a sulfuric acid. Resulting of, by losing of two hydrogens, it forms the peroxy bond. That's why peroxo disulfuric acid, H2S2O8, right? The other one is just the other one is pyrosulfuric acid. The fourth one is pyrosulfuric acid. Pyrosulfuric acid is nothing but removal of water from the two molecules of sulfuric acid. Removal of water from the 2 molecules of sulfuric acid, right? So H2S2, how many? 4 oxygens and 3 oxygens, total 7 oxygens. So what is the formula? H2S2O7, right? So this is, you can call it as oleum. Pyrosulfuric acid, you can call it as oleum, H2S2O7. How it forms? Just take sulfuric acid, right? So this one is the OH, this one is the one OH, right? Take another sulfuric acid, right? Another sulfuric acid. This one is one sulfuric acid, the other one is another sulfuric acid. By removal of water, in the previous case by the removal of 2 hydrogens, in this case by the removal of water, it forms the pyrosulfuric acid. It results the pyrosulfuric acid, that is nothing but oleum. All these 4 are, there are several oxo acids of sulfur, but among these all 4, the main one is the sulfuric acid. There is in our textbook they have given sulfuric acid preparations and their properties. The next one is the oxo acids of sulfur is sulfuric acid. The sulfuric acid, first one is the preparation method. The preparation method known as contact process. There are 3 steps in this contact process. The first step is the burning of sulfur, burning of sulfur or sulfur ores in the presence of oxygen, in the presence of oxygen. Burning of sulfur ore in the presence of oxygen. This process is very important. Several times this process asked in the previous examination papers. Sulfur solid, oxygen, you have studied that one, right? Oxygen is a solid, right? It forms as a sulfur dioxide, right? So the next one is iron sulfide. You have studied iron sulfide in the presence of oxygen, right? So burning of sulfur ore in the presence of oxygen to form the sulfur dioxide. To form which one? First step, to form the sulfur dioxide. To form the sulfur dioxide. Iron sulfide in the presence of oxygen, it forms the iron oxide, Fe2, ferric oxide, Fe2O3. Today, right, last class we discussed iron sulfide, right? What is the structure, how it is forms, right? Sulfur in the sulfur dioxide properties, in the sulfur dioxide preparation method. Sulfur dioxide preparation method, we have studied how we prepared the sulfur dioxide. So 4FeS2, right? So 2 Fe, that becomes 4 Fe. So how many sulfurs? 8 sulfurs. You can write it as 8 sulfurs. So how many oxygens? 8 into 2, 16, 16, 6, 22. 22, that becomes the 11 O2, right? So burning of sulfur ore in the presence of oxygen to form the sulfur dioxide. This is the first step. Second step is a catalytic. We are in the same process. The second step, due to space, I am not writing below the board. Just it is not a different one. It is in the contact process only. You should not confuse. Catalytic oxidation of sulfur dioxide into which one? Sulfur trioxide in the presence of which one? In the presence of vanadium pentoxide. Vanadium pentoxide is the catalyst. Vanadium pentoxide is the catalyst, right? We have studied in the same property in the sulfur dioxide property. We have studied this reaction also. We have studied in the sulfur dioxide, right? So sulfur dioxide react with oxygen, again oxygen, it forms the sulfur trioxide, right? This process is the exothermic reaction. So what is this one? Enthalpy of reaction. What is this one? Standard enthalpy of reaction. You have studied in the thermodynamics. Standard. This symbol is nothing but standard. This hydrogen is nothing but enthalpy. This R is nothing but reaction. Standard enthalpy of reaction. That is equal to, it is a exothermic reaction. It is a 196 kilojoules per mole. Right. So what is this reaction? Exothermic reaction. What is the meaning of exothermic? It liberates lot of heat. Exothermic reaction. Exothermic reaction, right? So you have studied in the Le-Chatelier principle, very detailed. What are the favorable conditions for this one? To get the maximum yield of sulfur trioxide. To get the maximum yield of sulfur trioxide, or you can write it as it is exothermic, that's why low temperature and high pressure is the favorable conditions for the favorable condition condition to get the maximum yield of which one? Sulfur trioxide, maximum yield of sulfur trioxide. Right? What are the conditions? Low temperature, high pressure is the favorable conditions to get the maximum yield of sulfur trioxide. According to which one? According to Le-Chatelier principle. I am not going what is Le-Chatelier. You have studied very clearly in the chemical equilibrium chapter. You have studied very detailed in the P1 chemistry, Le-Chatelier principle. So the low temperature, at the low temperature is reaction is very slow. The rate of reaction, if you use low temperature, due to space problem I am writing here, due to low temperature, rate of reaction is very slow. Rate of reaction, that is speed of reaction is slow. Generally the optimum conditions are used. Optimum means they optimize this reaction. Optimum condition, optimized conditions. What are the optimized conditions? How much pressure? Pressure is the 2 bar pressure. Pressure is the 2 bar pressure. Right. Temperature is the 720 Kelvin. These are the optimum condition. They tried with different pressures, different temperature, but in which pressure and which temperature they got maximum yield of sulfur trioxide. At 2 bar pressure and 720 Kelvin, they got maximum yield of sulfur trioxide. This is the second step. Catalytic means, you have to write vanadium pentoxide. Without this catalyst, it does not convert it into sulfur trioxide. Very, very important. Vanadium pentoxide, you have to in the presence of this catalyst, sulfur dioxide is converted into sulfur trioxide. Right? So the third step is just wait. The third step is the conversion of sulfur trioxide into oleum, followed by dilution with water, or hydrolysis. Right. So sulfur trioxide react with which one? Sulfur trioxide react with sulfuric acid. Right. So why they are reacting with sulfuric acid? If you directly add sulfur trioxide plus water, it forms the sulfuric acid, but the yield is very, very less. Sulfur trioxide plus water, that gives as a sulfuric acid, but this yield is very low. To avoid that one, sulfur trioxide, initially they pass into the sulfuric acid from the top of the, in the figure they have given very clearly, sulfuric acid, sulfur trioxide is a gas, sulfuric acid is a liquid, right? When these are combined to give, that forms the H2S2O7. Just now we discussed the structure of this one. What is this one? Pyrosulfuric acid. So it is nothing but oleum. So when oleum H2S2O7, when it undergoes hydrolysis, that means reaction with water, that gives the sulfuric acid. These two steps takes place simultaneously. That means one step followed by other step takes place continuously. Right? So there is no gap in between these two. Once it forms, the hydrolysis will take place. It forms the sulfuric acid. Right? So what is the yield of this? What is the purity of this sulfuric acid? 96 to 98% purity. 96 to 98% purity. The obtained sulfuric acid purity is 96 to 98%. So what are the three steps in the contact process? The first one is burning of sulfur ores in the presence of oxygen to get the sulfur dioxide. First one, sulfur dioxide, preparation of sulfur dioxide. The second step, sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide. What is the third step? Sulfur trioxide into oleum into sulfuric acid. Right? This is the first step. Right. The second step, catalytic oxidation state of sulfur dioxide into sulfur trioxide in the presence of vanadium pentoxide. The third step is sulfur trioxide converted into oleum reaction with sulfur, right? So that oleum hydrolysis that gives the sulfuric acid. Very important process, very important process. Several times they asked in the examination as a long question, some of the bits. So in the contact process, in the conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide, which catalyst has been used, right? Which catalyst? Vanadium pentoxide, V2O5, is as a catalyst in the conversion of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide. This is about all these three steps belongs to contact process only. They are all these comes under contact process. Sulfuric acid is colorless, dense, oily liquid. So how do you make that concentrated sulfuric acid into dilute sulfuric acid? How do you prepare concentrated sulfuric acid into dilute sulfuric acid, right? So you have to take water, you have to add sulfuric acid very slowly with constant stirring. Water, you have to stir the water constantly. You have to add sulfuric acid very slowly because it is a highly exothermic reaction. That means evolution of lot of heat. Evolution of heat takes place. You should not add reversely. That means you should take sulfuric acid. Both are not the same process. This one concentrated sulfuric acid, this one is water. If you add this one, this is the wrong way, right? This will leads to lot of explosion. Explosion means the acid will spill out from the beaker, right? It is very dangerous process. You should not use this one, right? So how do you if they have given sulfuric acid, how do you convert into dilute? First you have to take water, you have to add sulfuric acid very slowly, but both processes are not equal. This process you should avoid. This process is not at all suitable. You have to take water, add sulfuric acid slowly. Chemical properties. Sulfuric acid these are the advantages of sulfuric acid. It is having the low volatility nature, strong acidic character, strong affinity towards water, and act as a oxidizing agent. Right? The first one is the acidic nature of sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid is an acid, right? Why it is an acid? Because it releases the H plus ion. According to which theory? According to Arrhenius theory, right? It forms the HSO4 minus. For this one, Ka, acid dissociation constant. It is more than 10, very high. Right. So again HSO4 minus, again it loses one more H plus, it forms the H3O plus is nothing but H plus, you can call it as H plus. So sulfate SO4 minus 2, the Ka value is the Ka for this value is 1.2 into Ka1, you can call it as Ka1, you can call it as Ka2, 1.2 into 10 power minus 2. 1 point, or you can, I am writing below, right? Ka of this one is Ka2 is 1.2 into 10 power minus 2, right? So Ka1 is much more greater than Ka2, right? Ka1, right? So Ka1 is much more greater than Ka2, right? So Ka1 is having the more dissociation constant. More dissociation means more amount of the H plus ions releases, more amount of the H plus ions releases, more H plus releases. That means shows the in these two reactions, which reaction shows the more acidic nature? First reaction shows the more acidic nature, because of Ka1 is much more greater than the Ka2 acid dissociation constant. First one is greater than second one. What happens if the greater than second one? That means if it is more dissociation means if it is more giving the H plus ions, that means it shows the more acidic nature. Shows more, first reaction shows the more acidic nature. More acidic nature. This is about acidic character of sulfuric acid. Next one, dehydrating agent. Hydrating means water. Dehydrating means removal of water. If the sulfuric acid fell down on the skin, right, that the person will get blisters. It removes the water from the skin. Right, concentrated sulfuric acid is very dangerous, right? So it removes the water from the skin. That's why you will get the blisters, right? So what is that nature? That nature you call it as dehydrating nature, right? So sulfuric acid, many gases generally which contains moisture, right? To remove that moisture, generally that gases passes through from the sulfuric acid. So what happens? The sulfuric acid takes the moisture and it releases the gases without any, it does not contain. Suppose X is a gas which contains water. X is a gas which contains water. So what happens? It passes through from the sulfuric acid. Once it passes through from the sulfuric acid takes the water and you will get the pure gas without any moisture, provided the sulfuric acid should not react with this gas, right? So sulfuric acid takes the water, the gas will be moisture free gas. This nature generally you call it as dehydrating nature, right? So C12H22O11, right? What is this one? Sugar. When react with sulfuric acid, in the presence of sulfuric acid, right? So in the presence of sulfuric acid, what happens? It removes the water. Sulfuric acid takes the water, 11H2O, right? So the black soot forms, that is nothing but carbon. Sucrose, when you react with sulfuric acid, it forms the black soot, that indicates the sulfuric acid takes the water from the sucrose. The next one is the formation of salt. You can take for example MX. M is a metal. You can take sodium chloride, magnesium chloride, anything. So if you react with sulfuric acid, it forms the sodium sulfate, magnesium sulfate, or HX. X may be fluorine, chlorine, nitrate. You can take M is a metal, X is a fluorine, chlorine, nitrate. Fluorine, chlorine, nitrate, fluoride or chloride or nitrate, right? So sulfuric acid acts as an oxidizing agent. What is the meaning of oxidizing agent? It oxidizes the other substance. Carbon and sulfur elements oxidizes. That means carbon is converted into carbon dioxide. That means it is giving the oxygen to carbon. That means sulfuric acid oxidizes the carbon. That's why sulfuric acid is acting as a oxidizing agent. So plus 6 oxidation state is converted into which one? Sulfur dioxide. What is the oxidation? This one is the 2 oxygens, 1 oxygen minus 2, 2 oxygens minus 4, sulfur becomes plus 4, right? So plus 6 is converted into plus 4. What is this process? Reduction, decreasing the oxidation state, reduction. So carbon is converted into carbon dioxide. What is this one? Oxidation. Carbon is converted into carbon dioxide. So sulfuric acid oxidizes the carbon into carbon dioxide, itself undergoes reduction. That's why sulfuric acid is acting as a oxidizing agent, right? In the same way, sulfur is converted into sulfur dioxide. So sulfur is react with sulfuric acid. It forms oxygen is added to sulfur, which is giving the oxygen to sulfur. Sulfuric acid giving the oxygen to sulfur. That's why it oxidizes the sulfur, itself undergoes reduction. That's why sulfuric acid is oxidizing agent. Copper is converted into copper sulfate. So by all these three reactions, sulfuric acid is acting as a oxidizing agent. So in all the cases, if you convert, if you see, in all the cases, these three are common: sulfur dioxide water, sulfur dioxide water, sulfur dioxide water. So which one is the carbon? Carbon dioxide. Sulfur, already it is sulfur dioxide. Copper is converted into copper sulfate. You have to remember, so you have to follow some tricks, you can easily remember. All these reaction, it contains sulfur dioxide water. So carbon, that's why it is carbon dioxide. Copper, that's why copper sulfate. You have to remember some tricks. You have to use some tricks. Uses. The next one, a nation's industrial strength. One nation is industrially strengthened or not, you can judge by the quantity of sulfur, how much quantity that country produces, and as well as how much quantity of that sulfuric acid that nation consumes in that, right? Based on that one, how much it produces and how much it consumes. Based on that one, you can judge the industrial strength of that particular nation. So it is used as a laboratory agent, right? Manufacture of many salts, fertilizers, nitrocellulose, pigments, dyes, detergents, so many utilizes of sulfuric acid. It is used in the metallurgy, it is used in the storage battery, right? You have studied, I think it is electrochemistry, sulfuric acid, that is storage battery. Sulfuric acid generally used in the batteries, right? So these are there are a wide variety of applications of sulfuric acid. Briefly, we discussed 16th group elements, general properties, oxygen, sulfur. In the general properties, electronic configuration, occurrence, atomic ionic radii, ionization enthalpy, electronegativity, melting and boiling points, oxidation states, anomalous behavior of oxygen. In this oxygen, we discussed dioxygen preparation properties, types of oxides, mixed and simple oxides in that one. Acidic, basic, neutral, amphoteric, ozone preparation property. In the sulfur, allotrope forms of sulfur, sulfur dioxide, oxoacids, sulfuric acid, contact process and their chemical properties. Overall, this is the overall diagram of 16th group elements. This completes the 16th group elements. We'll start the next class, we'll start the 17th group elements. Thank you. So MnO4 is nothing but KMnO4, right? You can write it KMnO4, potassium permanganate. Generally it is a violet color. So when you pause the sulfur dioxide, that converted into Mn+2, right? So what is the oxidation state in the KMnO4, right? So MnO4 minus, right? How can you calculate this one? -1, oxygen is -8. So what is X? X is equal to 7. Manganese oxidation state +7 is converted into +2. decreasing the oxidation state is the reduction process. Sulfur dioxide decreases the manganese oxidation state from +7 to +2, right? So sulfur dioxide is acting as a reducing agent. So in this process, KMnO4 color decolorization of violet color disappears. Decolorization of KMnO4 takes place.